In the summer of 1988, Marcy Tigner released the video, Learning to Do God's Work, which starred her little puppet, Little Marcy. Little Marcy was a puppet that was fashioned after Marcy Tigner herself as a little girl. However, Little Marcy, who was intended to delight and entertain young viewers, deeply disturbed and repulsed many children. The Little Marcy puppet was very old-fashioned, with a simple rod arm base and an eerily realistic doll's head. A mechanism in her head allowed her eyes to blink, otherwise you would always be staring into her cold and dead-looking eyes. Her mouth was always open in a Joker-like smile, and only the lower part of her jaw was movable. In the video, Little Marcy is teaching her friends how to do God's work. Marcy's friends, however, came off more like a cult followers than her actual friends. These puppets were far less detailed and much more generic looking than Little Marcy was, and were even simpler in design. Their attitudes made them seem more like Marcy's blind followers than her friends as well, since all of them were constantly surrounding her, asking her questions about herself and praising her. Many of the people who saw Little Marcy as a child are now atheists, and perhaps with good reason. Some unlucky children who saw the now extremely rare videotape at a young age went missing a few days later. There were many investigations into the disappearances of those 10 or 15 missing kids, but as of 2011, no evidence has ever been found. However, in 1990, another video was released. This one called Learning God's Love. Hardly anyone knows it exists, and many Marcy fans claim it was never officially released by Marcy Tigner. According to the few people who claim to have seen it, this video takes place at the beach. This time, Marcy is joined by several new friends, all with different names and appearances. Strangely, the old friends from the previous video are gone with no explanation, and the 10 or 15 new friends' appearances match the hair and the eye colors of the missing children incredibly accurately.